Today, we have this wonderful Audi A6 that we are going to be tinting in GeoShield Carbon C2. We're going to be doing 5 on the back and 20 on the front doors. He wanted to do 5 on the front doors too, but it was one of those toss-up things, but we are doing 20% on the front with 5 on the back. It's going to look damn good, and we're going to do a super good job on this one. It's been a little bit since I have tinted here in the studio, but I got to brush up on some Audi the other day, so I still got it. We're going to make this look like the best damn Audi that we ever had. So, all right. What do we need to do first? Prep. I have not done anything to prep this. It has been pulled in here and sitting, waiting for you guys, mostly because we've been trying to get the stream up and running. But we're going to switch over now to GoPro and make sure we have everything else all set up. We have to pull the headrests on this one. Those are pretty straightforward, just a little pin. Nothing crazy, just make sure I got my little pick tool for that. And then the third brake light is something that we have to take out too as well. Ooh, somebody picked that. Mercio, thank you. Got some Glass A, dude, that's awesome. I sure I still have some alerts firing off from before for that, but yeah, Glass A orders have been crazy, which has been super good. Okay, so let's go ahead, switch over, GoPro 8. What's up, Eric? Going for the Mafia look? Not quite. We're definitely going a little bit dark. Let's pop this sucker on. There we go. We should be pretty good on angle. Maybe not perfect, but we'll see how this goes, and then we will adjust if we need to. Yeah, so I got this thing. This is new. So many of you would recognize what this back window is. This is out of a Honda Civic Type R. I actually bought this brand new just so I could have kind of the glass board and also this specific window because I was getting some inquiries about this car. And it's one of those cars that if you're going to have a back window, it might as well be this one or maybe a Model 3. So Model 3 would be a little bit big. So we went with this one for right now. Plus Model 3 would be like damn expensive, I'm sure. So let's go ahead. Let's find our pick tool, which is a little Tech screwdriver that we had for years. Hop in here and pull these guys out. Here's one. We are doing 5 on the back and 20 on the front. So we need to take care of this third brake light. So that's actually something that we could probably, ooh, I wonder if we can, no, we don't want that one. Desktop light, what am I looking for? There's one in here. Desktop. 8-bit duo. Where's my 8-bit duo? There we go. That's my remote. So we'll see if this will work. There we go. There we go. Sweet. All right, remote's working too. That's a plus. Okay, so we're gonna put a camera. I wanna show you guys this. F already. Dumb chair. Dumb chair. Probably just screwed up my cameras. There it goes. Cam 2? Cam 1? Nope, cam 1's blank. Let's hope we didn't kill it. Okay, thank God. We try and roll with some punches, but man, I tell you, multicam might be a little bit much. So here, see this little third brake light right here? We got to pull this guy out. So we're going to get nice and close to it when we do this. Cool. Good deal. All right. All right. So if you ever wanted to know how to take, let's set it to this. Not separating film right now because of Corona. You know, I thought about that. I still do. Okay, so here we have this Audi A6 third brake light, and we need to remove it. So the easiest way to do this is what I do is pull down a little bit here. The whole here is that we need to keep this flush against the glass when we pull it. If you can get a panel tool way back up here, that's preferred. But really, you want to get your fingers just underneath this and then just keep it flush against the glass and pull it forward and it'll release. And then you got this one little tab here that you have to pull out. And then there you go. No broken Audi third brake light. But those are, I would say a must for getting those things, or for tinting these. They look so much better when you have the third brake light out of here. But get a lot of questions on that one, so figured I would address it. And we are gonna go ahead and get to the real magic now. What kind of film do I recommend for new tinters? Head over to tintdepot.com. Is it illegal to tint behind the third brake light? Well, it's technically illegal to tint the two front doors without a doctor's note too, so. It depends on your state laws. That will change from state to state. So some will and some won't. Might be a federal thing though. But I don't know. Never seen somebody get in trouble in this area for a third brake light. They always pull them over for, like, if anything, for like front windows or something like that. But that's very common knowledge. So we got a nice towel to cover up this back. And yeah, let's get our tool belt and get started. Change some blades. I got new Tri-Edge stuff though, which is awesome. So we get a brand new scrub pad to mess around with. I actually have never used their blue and brown scrub pads. So don't remember which one is the scrubbier one. One of them is more aggressive than the other. I'll find out in a minute. Yes, any percentage without a doctor's note. Good evening from Japan. Whoa, welcome. How many cameras do I have? Not enough. I got 3. And with great cameras come great technical difficulties. So we got, yeah, and we got for them too when that wants to work. So we got this one, we got this one, we got this one, we got this one. So I like to run around with the GoPro. It's the easiest one to manage, but it just doesn't get the detail. So we're gonna check out both of these actually. I don't really want to open it because it's brand new, but I guess what happened with my flat out. We're installing C2, so the flat out's a little harder. Yeah, I guess blue is designed to remove the glue. It comes with a medium duty. Okay. I wanna check out the blue scrub it was this, oh, okay. So it says right here on both of them. Green scrub it was designed for everyday glass cleaning with light duty scratch resistant pan. And then the blue was, okay, so we're gonna rock with the tan one because this one's the lighter of the two. Oh, it comes with one already. I should have known that. Oh, okay, cool. Well, I didn't have to do that. So that's neat. So we already got a pad on it. I've been using these for a long time, but I think I left it somewhere. So we use this. We've got some squeaky monkeys that we're gonna put on here. We have to cover up the panels. We got Russia and Japan. Hope we don't have any wars. Welcome from Central California. Oh, Dana Reyna, what up, dude? Deadlift. Welcome too. Dude, everybody's hanging out today. I have the blue scrub pad. It works well. Cool. What are we doing now? Okay, so let's cover up the door panels first. Safety first. So we got a bigger roll this time. We have a 200-foot one, but the weird part is like the sticky is on this side of it, so it's made for rolling onto things. But this still works pretty well. Makes it a little more challenging to try and pull off. Daniel Reyna coming in strong early with the $10 super chat. Dude, thank you. Really appreciate that. I haven't had a super chat in so long. I hope you're doing well. From Turkey. Wow, we got people from all over. I guess when we stream early, that's kind of what happens, huh? Cool. So professional. Yes, we are being as professional as we can. Wait, what? Dude moved from Italy to another country and the donations won't work. Ah, shit. Well, that sucks. Well, it's still good to have you. There is like a tip thing that I can enable. I just haven't. You can put like a link in the description and have them there, but it's no biggie. But I still appreciate you here. Is this your product door covering? No, this is not. This is from Lowe's, actually. Yeah, this is just thin carpet protectant is what this is. But it's got a clean release adhesive, so there's no worries with anything being left like on the paneling or anything like that. So that's cool. The tricky part that you can see here is like trying to put it clean. Like getting it onto the door panel. I guess I could just do like a thin strip here, but I kind of want to go wide. I just got this from Lowe's. So nothing insane. I've been trying some other, like a bunch of things lately just to see what works. But actually he's got carpet protectant right there on his floor mats. So that was my thinking behind it. You see this a lot of times in like automotive, actually all the time in like body shops and stuff like that. They use something like this. Also glass shops do too as well. Do you use Squeaky Monkey on the rear window? Not usually. But I use something else, and I will show you that when we get to it. So let us glass aid the back window. I guess we should wipe it down too. We'll wipe it down. We'll glass aid. Picked up a fresh pack for this one. Daniel Reyna, again, with the $10 super chat. Dude, that's fucking great. Thank you. Much appreciated. All right, we got that. Let's get this. Damn Daniel. Everybody, leave a damn Daniel in the chat. Hi from Brazil. Oh, welcome. So we're going to do this on the back window, and then we're also going to do this on the quarters. Don't break the bank. Yeah, I agree. You watching, don't feel obligated to donate, but Daniel's been a long time donor. Everybody leaving damn Daniel in the chat. Bulgaria. Wow. Oh, we got another one. Who's that? Daniel Reyna with a $5 super chat. He just keeps them coming. Thank you. If I was using... Oh, if I was tinting the windshield, I'd still put towels and like a soak rope down, for sure. Any tip? Oh, that's a good question. Any tips on contacting a dealership? Just talk to them. Literally get in contact with your sales and see what you can work out. Dealerships are finicky. I wouldn't offer them free work. They'll take advantage of that in a heartbeat and then not call you back afterwards. Or they, so that's a good question. So dealerships, they're pretty finicky as far as just getting you work, period. They're always looking, a lot of them are looking for like the cheapest price. So just go in, talk to them, see who you, just ask around. They usually have 500 other things that they're doing and really don't care about you. And that's the biggest thing. Hit them up, show them what you can, or tell them what you can do. But yeah, I wouldn't give them for free. Just talk to them like any other business. Let them know that you're legit. Hey Matt, big fan, just started tinting. I'm having difficult time tucking the film. I watched your video on tucking the film, but I'm curious if you have any more advice. Not really. There's nothing extra special that I keep hidden. Everything that you see me do is pretty much what happens. So it does take time to just get the hang of, and that's why you see a lot of people also pulling panels instead. You just got to get used to it, honestly. That's the unfortunate part. Tinting has its own level of difficulty that you have to get over. So when you get to that point, I mean, it's worth learning. So get a shank and just keep practicing. We can go into it a little bit more detail as we're tinting this Audi, which we are now ready to get started. All the initial prep is finally over. Let's get to the important part. Okay, so 20 on the front. Yeah, we're using dry shrink prep on the back. After 45 years, somebody come behind and underbid you and take their account from you. It's a cruel world in dog-eat-dog world. Yeah, regarding dealerships. Yep. More often than not, they change over sales guys pretty frequently. So I want to chop this part off. But yeah, dealerships, yeah, that could be a long discussion. But I mostly noticed that I just had a hard time dealing with dealerships because they're too busy with other shit. So when they set up a job, nobody even figured out what shade to install. And then you have to figure out where you're tinting it. And sales guys are sales guys. They don't want to manage any of that. And they'll send you over to the, service manager. And then he'll be like, I don't know anything. Because he's doing whatever he's supposed to do. All right, so we're going to double cut this one. Where's my other? There's my knife. We don't want to misplace things already. That would be real scary. Is 200 for a full car too cheap? No. It's definitely on the lower end of things. But it does depend on where you live. If you have a little more competition, I always suggest trying to raise them if you can, though. Some people will definitely tell you it's way too cheap, and some people tell you that it's okay. You gotta remember, everybody's coming from a different place, so it really depends on your area for part of it. But I think you definitely have room to go up. Especially with better films. All right. Charge 100 for a car? Ooh, you're shooting yourself in the foot on that one. We're using, for squeegees right now, we're using the Orange Crush and the Clear Crush. It's another Fusion one. It's funny too because they recommended me the Orange Crush over the Flat Out. This stuff I don't know. I had better luck using an orange crush on this stuff. I scratched it, remember, a while ago with the yellow. So I just want to go a lot lighter. Just to stay on the safe side. And then we'll get used to pushing it. It's been a little bit since I've tinted with the C2, minus my own car, but that was for video. So you guys ready for like the annoying part with this sticky? So this is the part I don't like about the sticky, is that like you can't really get to it. So you have to lift it up from the bottom, or you have to literally like cut a small hole to where you can get to it. So that's the part I don't really like. So I think there's got to be some option out there that works a little bit better. I'm gonna lower this down just a little bit more. I'm noticing this inside seals are much farther down on this one. So we're gonna go a little bit farther down. How can we cut so close to the rubber without cutting it? Oh, we need to turn this on. Practice. The key fob is here. It's right here, dude. There we go. Let's wake it up. Key not recognized. Hold back key against the marked area. What? Anybody ran into this? Oh, there we go. Okay, I've never seen that with a Audi before. We'll have to close that. We'll have to close that driver's door. I don't really want to latch it. Let's go take care of that. Oh, you want to stop now, don't you? Audi gang. Oh, we got somebody with Audi? Anybody know where I get that clear plastic? I said it. I got that from Lowe's. Just carpet plastic is all it is. Look at this, we got a glass board now. We can cut out our corners right here. Ooh, super chat. What was that? You can hit the left arrow on the steering wheel. Oh, I didn't know that. Thank you. That's actually a new thing for me. I did not know that. Left arrow on the steering wheel. I'll keep that in mind. Thank you. Usually people end up latching the door, and I don't really like that because, you know, you forget for a couple seconds, you go to close the door, the latch hits the inside latch. Like, there's no damage, but it's just one of those, like, ooh, wish I didn't do that type of thing. When cutting front windows, does it matter where you start cutting? No, not necessarily. You can do the front or the back, or the bottom. Like usually I'll do the bottom first, and then do a side, and then shift it over. Do the top last though, whatever you do. Okay, so now that we got 20, let's go put this sucker back and get some 5. I haven't really seen the key fob do that for me. Have we opened this? I think this is brand new, brand new. Dang. Yeah, this is brand new. This is super fresh. No. There we go. Everybody remembers what a fresh roll is. GeoShield C2. It's heavy and it slides. Oh, it slides. All right. We got some sticky left on here. Some different tape. Whoa! Daniel Reyna, again. That's 3 $5 super chats. Thank you. This is a super sticker this time, though. You know, I saw those when they came out, and I didn't think anybody was going to use them. I wish they had our own super stickers that we could, like, enable. That would be better. All right, let's get some 5 on this. How much contamination is acceptable? Well, typically you'll have, usually we'll have something. So like a little speck here or a little speck there. I don't go, I like to make sure everything's like, it's as fucking clean as we possibly can. So it's hard to say because it really is subjective. What I will say is you will notice usually more, but definitely do whatever you can to keep it to a minimum. Usually, like if you're looking for something, you usually find a speck here or there, but definitely to a super minimum and nothing over the size of like microscopic. It's got to be real small, if anything. Make a shirt that says, let's get 5 on it. There's already shirts that says, I got 5 on it. Like, that has to do with that song. Contamination is like a white dot on a black tie. True. Make sure this guy stays. Yeah, we flip these back to back. So right now the film side is facing me. The safer way would be to reverse it. So it's liner on one side, liner on the other. I just like to keep them this way so I don't have a lot of shifting around to do. So Look at that. Make a little door. Okay, so when we're cutting these edges too, I know a lot of guys know how to do these, but I've had a few questions too. So these are notched, but you treat this all like one top edge. Why is he tinting on the outside of the car? we got to cut patterns, we got to shape film, then it will go on the inside. So don't worry about that part. But we're going to cut this all as one top edge here. Do I prefer Geo over Avery? Yeah, 100% for the high-end stuff. I haven't tried their dyed yet. Mostly because I have a stock of Avery here. And it's one of those things that I'm going to be trying to move more into carbon and ceramics. And I don't really want to buy a full stock of dyed yet. So I'm going to stick with Avery for dyed for right now. But Geo or the carbon, I don't like the older carbons because they have haze, which is why I really didn't like installing most carbons, period. But this newer generation seems to be much improved. So we're going to be doing that. I gotta imagine they're very, very comparable though, when it comes to their dyed line. But Avery, I don't know. I'm not a huge fan of the, what is it? NR Pro. I was using that for a while. I just never liked the haze. I never had complaints from it necessarily, but I never liked it. Let's not close that on our fingers. I like a glass board for corners, especially right here. Pull them right here, put it right here. It's nice. If I bought carbon and ceramic, non-dyed, should I leave dyed film alone or consider it? If you can get a better price point, and don't even use it. The whole reason to carry lesser quality films is just a more budget-friendly option. So, but if you're new and just starting, you might have to go that route. So the whole idea is, less money spent on film is to save money and keep things lower cost. I have it on the one side because I haven't wanted to buy a second piece of glass yet. This is the first car that we're tinting with the board. It would be good to have them on both sides, but I double cut everything on the passenger anyways, that I don't necessarily want to put them on the glass board for installation yet. So we're putting them back on the car for installs, but we might change that. I've done that plenty of times. I just don't like moving them back and forth too much. But it's nice to put them on a wider surface and just cut those corners real quick. No shifting and no miscellaneous cuts. What I figure we're gonna do is probably change the camera a little bit more for this back window, and talk about that a little more versus the doors. Just because at this point we're a little bit too far into things to constantly move cameras around right now. So we'll just keep things going, make up some time. Would I ever get a plotter? I technically do have one. I have to go get it from the shop that still has their hands on my plotter, or they have to give me a check. Thanks for reminding me. I'm sure they're stoked about that now. Have you ever used express window films? No, I haven't, but I've heard good things. Now that you have a glass board, you don't need to shift the film, face film to film, eliminate possible scratch. So that's not actually the reason that I face things the way that I do. So I put things with film on both sides strictly so I can just peel one off. But I mean that would be true. Like if I just take it and flip it the other way, then I would already have it to carry it over to the other side. Cool. Installation. Ooh, I'm actually pumped about this right now. This clay. So I'm gonna give this company a little shout again. So this is Magic Clay Bar by Max Shine. I'll give them like a little shout. You guys will probably see why in like 3 or 4 months, but so they sent me this clay, wanting me to do a video, and then we couldn't come to any terms on that video, and then things fell apart, but they never asked for it back. So they wanted me to do a video on cleaning glass, and then I never used a clay bar for actually cleaning glass at all because I didn't think you needed to. But we're gonna learn some stuff. What was it? That's the setup I need right there. Garage and everything, very nice. Thank you. We have a full-size garage, but we've made it nicer. Still want to do some cleaning up on it. These floors is the next big thing that I want to do to this garage. So I got to reach out to a company. Ooh, 50 SEK. What? Goat, I missed your streams. Dude, thank you so much for the super chat. I really appreciate that. You might have been the one to leave a comment. I saw that same comment recently. I really appreciate that. I love doing these streams. We just didn't have an opportunity to do them. So I found out that if I don't come live with a full car or something to do, we don't really do very much. So, all right, so we're gonna grab a couple towels and we're gonna get to cleaning. We have improved our cleaning process a little bit with the clay bar. And that's kind of what I wanna go over here. So we gotta roll this guy up. Okay, so with a clay bar, we can still wipe. I expect these to be very clean. We want to take care of, you know, the insides of the seals and such. Ooh, these are tight, like Audis usually are. But you don't have to do the clay bar here, but it's just that little extra that I've been liking to do. So what I've talked about with the glass scrub. Where can you purchase GeoShield film? You can go to geoshieldUSA.com. You have to talk to them to get some though. So we're gonna take our scrub pad. We have our scrubbing compound, and we're going to basically deep clean this glass first. But the thing about this scrub is that it leaves a little grit behind, and that's the thing I've never liked about it. Well, I have said take a towel, and then we wipe it off. And that's been fine, but when we squeegee it, there still could be a little bit of something. So what I've found is a clay bar does a really good job of picking up everything off of the top edge and little bits that might be left behind. So you just can give it a little spray and go over the whole window with a little clay bar. And we're going to see on the back window just how effective a clay bar actually is. As far as I can tell, a lot of these are all the same, but we're going to do some clay bar testing here in the near future. As soon as Amazon starts shipping things. I get the white scrub pads. Yeah, I usually do too, but Tri-Edge was kind enough to send me out some. I actually never tried the regular ones, so it's good to have them. I'd assume the cost is very, very similar. I just had so many white ones too from before. I've been using the white ones forever. All right. Really quick flush. Let's tint the best Audi passenger front window that has ever been. We're being very quiet. We're concentrating. Making sure this lays flat. Getting the film to lay flat when you push it into the seals is the most important thing here. That ensures you don't have that ensures that everything slides in. Don't use your mouth for peeling the corner. You know, we sprayed baby shampoo on it. Does that disinfect? So we need to go a little bit over. Make sure that's tucked far enough into our side seals. So these ones are always really deep, so you want to make sure you go a little bit farther on this and check your front edge. But yeah, dude, we're looking pretty good. Got this. Whoa. Make sure we want to ride this right on that top edge. Not over, but damn close to it. It's good. Okay, who stole our purples? Oh, we got a bunch of them here. With edges that clean, nobody will pay for the shave upgrade. You know, and if that's the case, that answers a lot of questions out there, huh? If they're so close, you can't tell a difference. What's the point of paying for the upgrade? Then what's the point of doing it at all? I think it's for bragging rights. I think that's what it's for. Cool. We are right there. Make sure this is in place. Cool. How do you avoid contamination? Resting it on the bottom. Well, we still have our liner here, so nothing exposed is actually touching the paneling at all. So the biggest points that you could have stuff fall in at this point is usually right in here. So the way that we'll sweep this out is a little bit of water and kind of rush it over this way. And even after we do all these steps, we cross our fingers a little bit that everything turned out as good as we possibly hoped for. Ooh, we might have tucked these just a little bit far down, which is not a bad thing, just makes install. The super chat thought it was a car from outside. Oh, I heard, dude, people are fucking dragging now. Because the roads have been so clear, which is really funny. I heard one outside the other day and I was just like, oh, somebody super chat. I love putting that kind of little personality on stuff. So having like cool car sounds on what we do, that's pretty sweet. Do I charge more for Audis or Ooh, we got a super chat. Oh, dang. Give me a sec. I'll be back to that. Do I charge more for Audis and BMWs? No, not usually. Actually, not ever. If it was like, if we're talking like high-end BMW or Audi or something like that, that was significantly more difficult, then probably. But for the most part, no. Even though they're more challenging, it's not. I was never really given the opportunity to charge more for it. When I was tinting, they'd treat them all the same. So just kind of learned how to do them like most other cars. They'll take a little bit longer, but usually balances out because you have easier cars too. Let's do just one more pass. Give that a light spray, and then we'll check super chat. Everybody's asking about plastic now. Answer them, chat. I want to pull this plastic up, I think, a little bit more on this one. Trying lip, I think would be smart. There we go. What's the secret to tucking in the sides? Practice. There aren't many secrets here with window tinting. Just lots of hard work and practice. Cool. This looks good. Make sure everything laid down. Damn. Sweet. One down. 3 more doors to go. Here. Set this guy over here because we still got to do that back window. Ooh. The Fusion, do they... Uh-oh. What happened? Why does it say offline? Hang on. Let me check the stream really quick. Oh, it still says live. Why is it saying offline on my restreams? Let me just make sure the stream is good.
Oh, what happened?
Yeah, it looks fine. Okay, that's weird. It's always scary when, oh, now it pulls back. It's always scary when you come back up to it and then it says offline. Thanks. Thanks, preview window, for freaking me out. Left my shank in a customer's car this week. Yes, those, they go, they're like pens. You always lose them. Diffusion, do they make them with cropped edges? I believe so. Check out Sun Distributing or Tint Depot. They sell these. Some carry different versions of them. Not 100%, but check those places. Oh, what was this? Okay, going back. Dana Reyna with a $5 super chat. Thank you. Thank you so much. That was the one that I missed, right? Yes. Cool. All right, this back door. Sweet. Where are we at? We're already at an hour on this GoPro, so we're gonna have to change out the battery. We are taking our sweet ass time with this one. You guys notice the difference here? Versus in a higher production environment? When we can take our sweet time, sometimes it's nice too. Very few times do I ever feel not rushed. Even on a slow day, it's like everything comes around the same time. Oh yeah, scrub pad first. Let's scrubby this one. Tinting my sister's Frontier this morning. Any advice? Not really. Nissan Frontier should be pretty straightforward. I haven't seen one in person, and I don't think a long time though. So, but I don't remember anything specific about it. Clear plastic from Lowe's. That's right. All the clear plastic. Everybody asking. This one's from Lowe's. There's lots of different ones. This is just the one that I picked up and trying out. There's literally that's as far as this goes right now. The idea is just to have things covered up, but you are throwing away the sheet afterwards, so it's not reusable. You might be able to use it on 2 doors before you throw it away. Does the clay help? Yes. Yes, it does. It's like, I'd say it's the difference between super clean and super, super clean. But on the back window, that's where it really surprised me, was on the back window. So, stay tuned. I can't promise 100 that the same thing's going to happen on this one, but so far I've seen it on every one that I've done. Hi, Coronas. So tucking it in without pinching does depend on your technique, and also does depend on the tightness of the seals. So on these ones, it's a little hard to not have like a little pinch. And just because you have a little pinch is not the end of the world. You can heat it out and you never see it. Like, it shouldn't be a heavy crease. It should only be like a light pinch. So, uh-oh, we're sticking. Come on, come on, come on. Oh, these windows. See this? We got all this tension. I don't know why they do that sometimes. It'll pick like one spot and then want to grab. And then you just got to like loosen up that one spot and the rest of it's like, oh yeah, no problem, whatever. Always surprises me that it picks one little spot. There you go. Cool. Still making sure we're good. Why did I start tinting windows? I kind of fell into it. My dad, he had an automotive accessory shop, a company actually, bunch of stores. Oh, with the clay bar, it's a fine clay bar. I'd just search glass clay bar really and see what. They're probably all very similar. Can't imagine them all being very different. But yeah, so I was at my dad's shop detailing when I was in high school, and then doing a couple other like little things, like I was getting into remote starters and stuff like that. I didn't want a window tint. That wasn't on my mind. It looked like a big pain in the ass. But the window tinter quit over the weekend, and then he had somebody come out and teach me how to tint. And I was going to aviation mechanics school at the time as well. So I just kept tinting, and really this YouTube channel kept me tinting. And there's a couple other people that I talked to that that have been in the aviation mechanics industry for a long time. And they all got laid off when, like, this was back in 2009. 2008, 2009, when the airline industry and the housing market crashed. So we had a lot of problems there. So they got laid off. So I didn't really want to work for a corporation after that. Now I see the same fucking problems. You know, people aren't in control of their own life, and that's scary. Yes, we are. We are really live. Jose? What does it say? Oh, he told me to say something in particular. No, I'll say your name, bro. Okay, there we go. So you remember I peeled it back there? So we had a very small area we had to just make sure was pressed down. Oh, Audi turned off because we're taking our sweet time. What? So, I've actually never seen this. What's, So that opens it. Anybody have any feedback on this whole, like, key? I have to like lock it, unlock it, and then it works, but it's telling me to put it somewhere. That's something I've never really seen. Like, which is funny, because I just tinted an Audi yesterday. Like, literally never have seen that. go. Somebody, what was that question? That was an interesting one. Can I buy a tint from you in person? Last time I watched your live was in Shelby. That's 20 minutes from me. Oh, yeah, I'm not far away from that. I'm probably about 15, 20 minutes away from Shelby right now. Yeah, no, actually not right now. I don't have enough film, but there is a more local distribution place out of Waterford. I actually don't have the film to sell right now. I'm keeping a relatively low inventory. Sometimes I'll stock up, but I just don't have the extra right now. Yeah, tint's got a huge learning curve. That's why there aren't as many tinters, and that's why tinters make more money, which is nice. So. Who can I contact for glass aid importing to Europe? I do international shipping. So you can go to mytintstuff.com, and I do international shipping now. Just sent out an order to Canada the other day, actually. Oh, and one to Australia too. Shopify handles everything for me now. They make it super easy. Holy shit, it was crazy. Trying to get international shipping with some of these websites and like get them to have live pricing and, good God, they were dumb. Shopify just made everything easy. Put the key in the ignition, but there's no ignition. Not on this one. This one's the push button. Doesn't have that like pocket. Where do I buy the tape for cutting? Link should be in the description, but I have this on command, but I don't remember what the command was. There, that's where you can get it. That's my little glass aid store. I also show what I use for the garage, as far as tools, or like lighting and the shelving and stuff. Also, don't hold the unlock button because it will close or open all the windows. Oh. No, never actually had the inkling to just hold it, but push the unlock and open it. But thanks for that. Damn. This is a damn Daniel window. This looks good. I feel like I'm completely dragging behind, and I know I'm taking longer. So it's weird. I feel like I'm way behind right now. I'm gonna check my phone to make sure, but he gave it to me for as long as I needed it. So like, it's like I'm so used to the fast turnover. So I'm like, God, I've spent so long on these doors, but good God, they look fucking great. You get to chill with you guys too. It's a good time. How much do we have on the GoPro? We still got probably about 20 minutes. Waterford, look for Sun Distributing. Check out them. They're local, that's why I'm recommending them to you. Everybody else go to Tint Depot. Where do I get the polyurethane door covers and what is it called? I fucking love it. Everybody's chiming in now. Don't I look great with the GoPro? Fuck, man. We need to fix this. This is like what, the 7th time somebody's asked about the carpet. Or no, yeah, the plastic. That's hilarious. So we got the 2 done. Now we're gonna jump over to the other side. I'm just checking things right now. Have I used steel panels to... no, not for the gaskets. Only thing that I like to use is this little guy right here. Okay, so somebody said the left. Oh! Chat, you're fucking great. That will change my life with Audis now. The left arrow silenced the Audi. 10 out of 10 for whoever recommended that in chat. Thank you so much. Can you show us the ignition area? I kind of just did, but not really. We're going to stick to, like, this is what it looks like. Very nice. I don't know if he wants me to show you guys. Oh, probably doesn't mind. I don't know. I don't know. I've never, like, been asked to show off, or, like, to show the car. Well, I've been tinting. Everybody's just been asking about tinting. He's got a really cool, like, so I'll admit, I'm not a pinstriping fan, but this is really, really faint. And then he got his initials right here. That's like super subtle. I saw that. It looks super clean. So it's like, I'm impressed because it's one of like the only pinstriping jobs that I think actually looks really fucking cool. So nice job for that. But will it only work for like 2016? It's me, it's my car. Oh, guys, he's here in the chat. That's who gave me the advice. Oh, cool. I'm glad he's here. Guys, clap it up for Antone. Sorry, clap it up for him. This is his car. So we are taking special care of it today. Get some coffee. Do I use Lux on taillights? I would if I did taillights. That's the only easy time I've done taillights. But I hardly ever do them. Hardly as in like my own I did once. But I would totally use them. No pressure. Dude, I'm stoked. I gotta say, like, having a customer watch it, like, live like this, I think is actually a really cool thing. He also mentioned, if I didn't mind, sharing it from the actual page to, like, Audi groups and shit like that. That, to me, is just, would be rad. I mean, because I know this is mainly for you guys to learn, but the more people understand about window tinting as a skill, what it takes, the more that everybody will do better. It's not just cheap jobs in and out. There can be a lot of care and a lot of steps into making this look good. Wait, sorry, I gotta read that one. This is where this gets fun for me. I'm glad that you said it was your. You can show it off. No vacuums were open because COVID. 2-year-old, so excuse the crumbs, bro. This thing looks good regardless. That's cool. We got a bunch of people here. All right, somebody asked about the interior, so we'll just take a quick peek on the inside. This is the key that we're dealing. Usually they'll have, like on Audis and stuff, they'll have the little pocket. I don't know if that's a BMW specific thing, but they'll have that little pocket. Power button's here. It's got the little touch panel, flip out screen, which is super dope. Yeah. That's, sorry, a little bit like, how do I say this? I've been doing this for so long, and to like actually have the customer watching the live feed as we do this, I think is really cool. And I say that as somebody that's usually like a little paranoid when they're like in the shop watching tint. but this is something different. So somebody in the chat said, "Damn, no pressure." Yeah, little bit for sure, but like when you really care, I think, about what you do, then like why wouldn't you want to show it off if you could? I just think that's funny too. Nervous about like the crumbs at the bottom. It's like, dude, he saw my car. Like my car's. I didn't show him the inside though. My car's super dirty right now. He actually got this thing washed too, before bringing it in, just for the stream. It's like, oh, that's sweet. Still good? Still good. Cool. Do we do anything special for the thick defrosters? I will turn on the defrosters themselves on Chargers and Challengers and stuff. Those are usually the most notorious for those issues. Audis haven't been any type of trouble for me, so I don't turn them on. But 1 minute before you go to install the film, turn them on. That'll get the glass nice and hot, and it'll make it lock down much better. So that's literally the only difference. Clay bar actually might help. I can't be 100 on that, but curious to see this back window, so we'll see. All right, same deal. Try to hang the rest of the film off the window. These are deep. Keep it flat, roll up your lower edge, slide it in. They're tighter, but if you keep everything flat, that's when it looks a lot easier. And I also use a little bit more slip in general. It's that in mind too. I think we gotta go a little bit farther though. Yes. Starts locking up quick though. Somebody said, "Damn, Antoine, how cool is it to get your car tinted by a celebrity?" known somewhat in the tinting field. Elsewhere, not so much. I did get recognized at a Hungry Howie's. That was my that was my fame moment. When you can walk in something completely un-automotive related and get recognized, that's when you know you've made it. But it was only at a Hungry Howie's. Glass aid is 100 feet, yeah. So you can get about 10 cars out of glass aid is usually what happens. Like 10 back windows or 10 windshields or a mix. Much better than 3M, which is what you were using. Yeah, this is thicker and not 3M. It's not. You can't find this on store shelves, or like it's custom cut. So, but yeah, good to hear international is not bad for you. I don't jack it up at all. It's literally whatever the rates are is whatever it is. All right, let's put this down. We're gonna wipe this off. I think we are done with window number 3. We gotta give it a good once over, make sure. Ooh, baby. No, we got a couple little guys we gotta press out. Those are just some water bubbles or air bubbles. Ooh. Damn. This looks good. Neat. Hell yeah. That's what we like to see. What was that one? I will be returning for business and it's not even done yet. Hell yeah, guys. There you go. He was talking about getting the windshield done. So it might be back for that windshield, which will definitely look fucking cool and also make me nervous. But I do a lot of them. I've done windshields on stream before. I have 60K subscribers. I'm changing lives out there. We are helping. We are doing our part to help. 60K though, like I know, and like this is the YouTube game, right? 60K in terms of just YouTube is really small, but in terms of tinting, it's very big. So it's got its positives for sure. But I'm a ghost in my local neighborhood, so nobody knows that I was tinting for as long as I have been. Nobody knows I have a channel, and the page is actually independent. So when we booked this, he didn't know that I had a channel either. He was just going off of page generation, which is actually, I think, kind of cool, because I want to show, like, I want to prove that I can do it without like needing a YouTube channel. I've seen other people do it, and I just kind of want that whole vibe. Like, hey, no, anybody that really, really wants to start their own tint business, they can, and they don't need subscribers, following to get started. I had ads running. I think I've paid a couple $100 in ads so far. So all that stuff, like, no, we're going 100% local. I'm just taking what I know with video and posting it on the page too as well. Oh yeah, we gotta cut our little window here. All right, there we go. Ooh, hang on, before I do this, I gotta check GoPro. We might have to change out a, where are we at? We're at an hour and 30. You definitely changed mine. Aw, Armando, thanks, dude. I really appreciate that. Thoughts on chameleon film? Okay, we'll go for it really quick. We might have the GoPro cut out, so we might have to change cameras. But I'm going to install this one pretty quick. Thoughts on chameleon film, though? I think it's cool and really eye-catching. I know if I do it, I'd get a ticket for it. It's one of those things that like stand out too much. You're not supposed to have anything in this state beyond 35% reflective, so putting mirrored film, really mirrored chameleon film would get you pulled over. But I really want to do a video with it. I've never actually used it, but I've seen plenty. It looks it looks crazy. I think it would make good content and thumbnail. I made somebody want to get back into tinting. Oh, no way. That's cool. I know, like, for me personally, it's not the tinting part of it that's fun by itself. It's everything. So it's doing a channel, it's being creative. But I could say this about anything. You know, if I only did like computer shit, I'd be really bored with it. But so that's why I've never really, what am I trying to say here? That's why I never made a computer YouTube channel though. Really into PC stuff. But building your own PC is fun, but it's not like helping people make an income, I guess. I really like that whole aspect of it. Change the game with the live streams. Oh, thanks, dude. Yeah, these are fun. This is different. Had to watch 30 videos before I could do one window. Yeah, there's a lot to know. A lot of little stuff. It doesn't seem like it. There's just, it's all those little details that make a job good. Is this my full-time or just a side gig? This tinting is my full-time. The YouTube portion is the side gig. Yeah, I started with my dad's shop. He's not a tinter though. He's a business owner. Learned how to do everything. Tinted there for a long time. That's where my original videos are from. That 6,000 square foot building. Birthday is coming up and I asked for tint and tinting tools. Sick, dude. That's a hell of a thing to ask for, because like make money with that. That's what's so cool about that. Turn that into an income. It's, keep in mind though, just like everybody else has mentioned, it's not just, oh cool, I got tint, now I'm a pro. So it's a lot of hard work to get there. Everybody gets it different. Yeah, I got videos on how to remove old tint. Literally $1 bottle of Awesome from the dollar store. It works great. So the hard part is really getting the film off. Once you get the film off, like use a steamer or use some heat, or if you're lucky enough, it'll pull off. Use a scrubby pad that's safe for glass, because if you just use a regular Scotch-Brite, you'll scratch the fuck out of it. And then get some adhesive remover. Awesome works really well. So like Goo Gone and whatnot, it doesn't really work for tint. But there's also like Fusion Epic Orange and ATR. Where do I get the yellow seal? It's been dubbed the Shank. I have it for sale. Also tintdepot.com. They are proud supporters. They're sending out a really fucking cool banner. So we got this one from Tint Wiz, but we got another one coming from Tint Depot. Top edges are crispy. Dude, that's awesome. If there's been one thing that I've heard from multiple places, people like to ask about the quality of film, like, you know, lifetime warranty, that's pretty standard, but they also ask about top edges. So make those top edges crispy. Okay, so we got a little thing that we got to press out. Pretty straightforward. Ooh, dang. Hell yeah. All right, so we got to change the GoPro battery and fire this sucker back up. How do we do that? That's the best question. My other charger is preoccupied with the camera. Maybe this will work. I'm gonna try. Ooh, I don't know if I have a USB-C. Damn. Okay. Actually, I got to disable this camera then for a sec. That sucks. Hopefully this pops back up. What do I think about Solar FX? I don't know. I haven't used them. I just heard really good things, so I'd have to imagine they're really good. Patrick likes them. Okay, 2. Cool, so we gotta switch real quick. I gotta change a battery. This may or may not cut out. Ooh. Yeah, a lot of people use that film and like it. Okay, so we're going to plug this in. Hopefully we won't lose the feed off this GoPro. It's weird. It's not giving me we got 3% left on this. So we're gonna cross our fingers that this method works. It did before. Oh! We still good. We still good. Cool. Unfortunately, that means I have to cut power from that camera, so I sure hope that that camera comes back, or else I'll be sad. I think the most important, though, are this one and the GoPro. This third camera might just be too much. Okay, so we have battery. We're at 100. We can unplug this. We're good. Flawless. I haven't done this in a long time. So we'll turn that back on. We still got GoPro power. GoPro power. Yes. To cam 2. Cam 1. We're good. We're good on all fronts. Hell yeah. That's some camera juggling if I ever saw it. I think it's Gwari. A lot of things are Gwari. I cannot confirm that for sure, but that's what I've heard too. How you do windshields for? Windshields start at 150 unless you're getting the full car, and then I can do it for less, but usually 150. Like on this one, I'd throw it in for a little cheaper because we're doing like the full car. So if it's like a bundled thing, but if it's just the windshield by itself, it's 150. Starting 150, not ceramic. Okay, so what are we doing? We're just kind of chilling. Let's arrange some things for this back window. So we need, put this camera here. Neat. Get the windshield at 35, it would look good. Presidential. That's fancy. Okay, so we got camera 2 on this back window, which is cool. Camera 1. So let's go put some film on this back window. What do we need? I think we got pretty much everything all set for it. So we'll go back to GoPro. And then we'll switch back and forth a little bit. All right, my dudes. You heard him. He said he'll come back for it at a later date. That's good to hear. Thanks, dude. Oh, this is a hilarious dynamic here. Stimulate your ride and spend the stimulus check the right way. He came in for the full car, minus the windshield, and that I am more than okay with. So, but chat dynamic is hilarious. That's, I love it. Chat trying to talk you into getting it done today. That's hilarious. Look, chat's gonna do my selling for me, right? Y'all can link in the chat to like ceramic and upgrades, and I'll just have you guys do it all. I'll set up the initial install, and then you guys can like try and get extra things as we go. Maybe we can all pay for it too off of super chats, right? This is fucking great. So we're gonna save this extra here for these quarters. Stimulate the economy. Good stuff. We gotta put glass aid on these quarter windows too. It's the one last thing that we gotta do. For prep, kind of glossed over that. Having trouble with contamination. Welcome to the club. Usually it's technique. Most of the time I see a lot of you guys over clean everything. That's not a bad thing, but if you like take the time, clean everything a lot, and you're still having dirt specks and stuff, you just gotta get more better. That's really it. You'll notice everybody who's newer will always talk about contamination. And that's the trend. It's just, you're new. You gotta practice. But you can do it, 100%. I'm not special. It took me a solid year to get competent, and I still, I didn't get fast until shops basically put a gun to my head and overbooked all the time. So we got Just a little fold here that we're gonna make sure lays flat. Some people are asking about that. Damn. We are 5 on the back, 20 on the front. And she looks good. Oh, we need that. I turned that on for a reason. We gotta do this back window. All right. So is it time for another camera? Might be. I don't. Woo, buddy. Look at that. Look at that crispy camera right there. So it's a little harder to see on this side, obviously. So we'll switch it over and then, how do I want to do this? I don't even know how to do this. Really should move this, but I've moved it so many times. Because I'm gonna stand right in the front of that camera and that's gonna be annoying. I don't know, let's just do this. You guys see it with a GoPro all the time. Is this a paying customer? It is, and he's in chat. Tell him what up. Oh yeah, he said that too. He works for a bank and he sees the small business struggle for sure. We were talking a little bit about the SBA, but that money is all gone. What a paying customer is. Hell yeah. Everybody's friendly here. That's what I like about this too. Pair character lifted. Daniel Reyna again with a $5 super chat. Dude, thank you. With the super sticker. All right, so we're gonna try and stay out of the way. I was thinking about changing it, but this looks good. See, we can see exactly what's going on here. So this isn't like a super curved back window or anything. Oh, shoot, we didn't even talk about that. Yeah. The big protest that happened. Would you keep a, oh wait, sorry, I know I'm getting in the way a little bit. Would you keep a customer that's willing to learn in the garage and show them the process? Yeah, I want to do in-person training here too. But I have to figure out what the rates are. I've been distracted with some other stuff too, so. But yeah, we could definitely do training in this garage, which would be really cool. I don't know about on stream though. Stream's kind of its own beast, so one-on-one training would probably have to be off stream. But yeah, so yes, a lot of people said they saw Detroit go crazy. Yeah, there's protesting out at the Capitol, which is actually not in Detroit, which is funny enough. It's out in Lansing. a bunch of idiots. Like, I get it. Everybody wants it to open back up, but they did it a really stupid way. God, that was crazy. It was like, oh, look, Michigan's in the news. Oh, look, they make us look like a bunch of fucking idiots. Most people are not out. Most people are inside. A lot of people are getting impatient, but, you know, look, you don't calm things down by all collecting in a group together that close. Like, that's not how you fix the situation. Are we dead? Come on. Come on. There we go. It's a MacTac. True. Hey, what's the best entry-level film? Check out... Here, I'm going to type something in chat. Did that work? Oh, I don't even know if I... There. That website. That's where I got all my film recommendations. You can check those out. I live in Canada and Lexington doesn't ship out here. What's another one? Tint Depot's not super... you can check them out, but they're a little funny about international shipping too. Again, Sun Distributing might be a good option. They're closer to the border too. Yes, I would be charging some sort of a training rate. Okay, there we go. Sorry, I'm getting distracted by chat. Yeah, so I don't know exactly what that training rate is. That's the hard part to figure out. I'm thinking, like, because most people do per day. But I could probably do like half day or hourly. I know I have to charge for it though, 100%. There's time, there's film, there's space. The classes are a thing though that's much easier to do with more than one person. One-on-one, it's like, it gets expensive because it's literally individualized training. And that's kind of like the hard thing, is like it could be much more effective with a group. That's super cool. Somebody was like, who said that? Oh, that's Dana Reyna that said that. Aw. Thank you to the customer for sharing tint installation on your car. Your car's in good hands, believe me. Cat's Auto Tint in Bakersfield, 45 years experience. Yeah, dude, he's been doing it a long time. So that's really cool. Thanks, dude. What is it? Probably $1,000 a week to shadow you, or is that too cheap? Oh, no. Well, for the full week, kind of. See, shadowing's different though. Shadowing's not so much one-on-one. Shadowing's like letting me do my own thing. The hard part is I'm not full-time right now. I mean, definitely with COVID, that's got its own issues, but it got to the point where I was like 2 days at one shop and 1 day at another shop, and then the rest of it is like make video and worry about some other stuff. So I honestly am not running around 5 days a week yet, so I wouldn't necessarily have 5 days worth of shadowing. And honestly, the training would be really good for like 3 days. So if we could put those together, that would be pretty cool. All right, I gotta see this part. I've been tinting for a week now and I got mad plenty of times. Oh, dude, you don't even know. Well, you probably do now. Thrown stuff. Oh, I've got plenty pissed, dude. I mean, you get to that point where you're almost done with the window and then you see something and you gotta rip the whole thing off and start over. And when you don't understand it, that just makes it even worse. Make it 1,000 for 3 days. Actually, yeah, kind of. Oh, yeah, that is actually, sorry. Most people charge like 400 to 500 per day. But if it's like, it's always just the logistics of getting it done. Let me think about it, see what I can come up with. I mean, I guess I should probably break down like a day rate into what an hourly would be and then just figure out what a half day would be. Charge 5 for 1 week. Yeah, if it's like individualized training, you'd have to. The hard part is like, I know where people are coming from. Most people don't have like a steady income that are getting into tint, so like I get it, and I want to try to accommodate that portion of it. So, I was about to be like, why do you not cut that all the way? Oh, yeah. No, we got there. These have that third brake light cut out with metal tabs that are right here. So I want to make sure those are as close as I can. I can finish them up on the inside though. I like the idea. See, shadowing's where everything could make a lot more sense though, because if like I can still do what I do and teach at the same time, like somewhat in like a shadow, that, and then like, you know, when it's slower, that downtime in between can be used for some more effective training. But if it's individualized one-on-one, it's like, then there's no opportunity to fill that time. It's all training, so it's got to pay for itself. That part's the hard part to figure out. That's why you really see like group classes, because then, you know, you get 3, 4, 5 people all together. Chicago, fuck, we had 13 people. No, was it? Yeah, 13 people. Nuts. But honestly, I'm just getting better and better. Just got to keep working. That's most of it. Classes really help speed you along at a certain point. I wasn't like, so a lot of the people that attended the class in Chicago, they didn't, or they actually got a huge boost which I honestly wasn't sure how impactful a 3-day course would be to people that have never touched film before, but literally half the class attended never touching film. And I think you should at least be familiar with it before you get into a class. Like, just have bought film and tried to install it yourself, because you don't even necessarily know if you like it. It looks one way, but it can, I don't know, it's completely different when you start actually doing it, so. But if I could run like maybe I'll schedule like a set class and see what I can run up. I have to do some promotion and stuff for it though. It'd probably be like, to be most effective, it'd probably be like another 2 to 3 day individual or like small course with maximum of, I think, 4 people. Is probably what I could do. That might be worth it. Or I mean, that would be plenty worth it. So we might do that. Oh, good God. All right. We're getting a little distracted. Just a little bit. Have I tinted a Tesla? Windshield? Is that the question? Big rear windshield. Oh, rear windshield. Yeah, that thing's a big pain. There's some videos out on it, though. I think Window Tint Warriors just put out a really good one. Patrick might have his video up, too. That's a good one, too. I haven't done all but one, so I'm not the Model 3 specialist, but yeah, go check out their channels, watch those. Really, really good videos on that. Okay, so we're gonna put those there. We got a couple of back window tools, and now the outside camera is not very effective when you have limo on the outside, so we're gonna be mostly using the GoPro, and we'll probably flip it for installation over on the other one. So what am I thinking? We need clay bar. That's what we need. And then we'll wrap it up with the quarters. Clay bar number 1, where did I put you? I got tinting mostly down. Need to work on back windows. That's a big part of it. Did I put that over here? Where did we put that? Now we're losing stuff. Oh, there. This is what I want. Okay. So we have a piece of clay. And we're going to use this to clean this back window. And this is something that I honestly wish I was doing much longer than I admittedly have been. I would, if you're new, I'd hold off on the Model 3. You need a 60-inch roll. You need to put it up sideways on the window, back window, and then reverse roll the whole thing. It's a tough window for sure. Yeah, and then you got to try and charge accordingly when it costs you $700 to install. Just hang out a little bit, get a little more practice before you tackle that thing. All right, so clay bar. We have a white clay bar. It is mostly clean. We have a little bit of dirt. I'd wash this in the sink, but I don't want to run inside. But it's pretty clean. Yeah, but you can set realistic expectations on a Model 3. Sure, go for it, but like some things will wake you up a little bit. So we're gonna wipe this over the back window. On the defrosters, these aren't thick defrosters. There's nothing unique about these ones. $5 super chat. Bakersfield greetings. Thank you. I will. Oh my goodness. You guys see this shit? See how dirty that is? I was just squeegeeing off defrosters and installing the film and it looked clean. But like, I guess there's some type of, what I would compare this to is like putting silly putty on a newspaper and pulling off the ink. This isn't ruining the defrosters, but there's some type of residue for sure on these defroster lines and dot matrix. It definitely is worth picking up. And plus, it'll, like, you know, it's gonna clean in between those little defroster spots. Thank you, by the way, for that super chat. I really appreciate it. I'm sorry that I'm in the middle of a back window, though. It's oxidation on the defrosters. Well, that makes sense. It's definitely something on the defrosters. I wasn't sure if it was like a, you know, a manufacturing residue or something. But yeah, pulling that off beforehand, we're gonna put the seat forward so I get a little bit more space. Pulling that off, wiping it with a towel doesn't quite get as thorough as a clay bar, I've noticed. But I was pulling it off of the dot matrix too. So, white clay bars, dudes. Get them. You will be amazed if you don't have them already. They're fucking cool. What's the temperature today? We are up to a sweltering 50 degrees, which is much better than it has been. It's okay. So let's squeegee this off, and then we will install. There we go. Make sure this towel is flat. It's always the tough part with these things. When you have slim deck lids, sometimes that's why it's good to not even use a towel sometimes. But we gotta cover things up too. No, we're not turning the defroster on this one. We don't need to. These are thin defrosters on this one. Man, it's getting so bored. He's making videos about matching factory tint. Yeah, right, tinting it 8 times. So part of the reason for that is more consumer videos. But that are kind of a crossover. So I'm posting those on my local business page. All right, there we go. But the thing about the factory is I was getting questions and they're like, can you match it? Like, you know, you can match the back, right? And it's like, yeah, I can, kinda. So that's why I made that's why I made a video about factory. It's one of those, like, you know, if people ask type of videos. All right. Back window. Mostly installed. Got to admit, that Lexan really impressed me. Oh yeah, as soon as I unboxed it. And like, I don't know if it makes it seem like I'm putting somewhat of a negative spin on it when I talk about just the hate. Well, that does, I guess. But I have to constantly bring that up because it's like, if I don't really hammer that point across, it's like, no, they're not the same. But yeah, it's an impressive film. Like I knew that as soon as I opened it up and looked at it. I was like, holy shit, this doesn't look like the AutoZone film that I messed around. It doesn't look like the Walmart film. Like, it looked really good. And it's like, oh shit, they came out with a carbon film that looks really good for $100. Like, how can you compete? Whoa, was that Antoine? About all my research and Facebook and shit brought me here. That's cool, dude. I agree. Sorry if I'm bumping the mic too. This is, look, conceptually, this is fucking crazy. And we've managed to turn a learning platform into also like the real deal. Like, this is 100% getting done. Like, this is my income right here. So combining those two things together is just wild. But that's cool. I'm glad that, like, I know on YouTube, if you search window tint, you're gonna find me. Because I've been making videos for a long time. But if you search window tint in my area, well, on Google, that's not necessarily going to make me pop up. But posting my content also on Facebook, that's more geared towards what we're doing here, that should help. Have I ever had problems with windshield tint? Yeah, I've been pulled over for it. I want chameleon too, dude. That would be sweet. I'd love to drive around with that for a little while, but I would 100% be nervous about getting pulled over all the time. So I don't quite know if I want to live that life. So we're gonna wipe this off, we're gonna check it over, make sure there's no air bubbles that we have to press out. Yes, that was me. Aw, dude, that's sweet. Yeah, so he said, I've been researching doing it myself for weeks because that's the type of person I am. And all my searching and Facebook algorithm brought me to Matt. Oh, dude, that's fucking cool. So the Subaru, actually, that we did, similar story. He saw we got a couple little bubbles we got to press out. What was I saying? The Subaru was a very similar story. He wanted to tint the back half of his Subaru, and he found my Walmart video. And then he went to Walmart, bought stuff, and then just messed it up. And that's to be expected. And then he found out that I was in the area, and he drove like, I think 40 minutes out here to get it done, which was super cool. And the fact that we're doing carbon too is really, really cool. Most of the time, you guys saw me installing a lot of Avery Dennison because there's just not a lot of customer education with it. Like, it depends on the sales guy, but it's kind of a lot. If you don't know anything about window film, then all of a sudden you got a guy over the counter talking to you about a bunch of different films.
Some people would be like, I'll just get what it came in for and just tint. I don't really know the difference or whatever. Because not everybody takes time to do research. But when you already have videos out there about differences, then people that happen to come across them, if you're advertising them locally, will already kind of be exposed to what you're about, what you're doing, and what you believe in. So I think it's really cool. It does some of the work for you too. So then you don't have to try and explain everything, because it's a lot. Okay, so let's wipe this off. And we gotta do these quarter windows, and we'll be all set. Should have saved the back window for last. That's always the finale. So the clay bar, that one's Max Shine. You can find them on Amazon. I have a feeling a lot of them are very similar though. I'm gonna find out. I have a couple on order, and I'm gonna see if it's similar. But clay bars, you can get a couple of them, like magic clay bars for like, they're like synthetic clay bars. You can get them for like, I don't know, 10 to 20 bucks for a couple of them. And that one has been lasting for a while. I haven't even opened. It comes with 200-gram ones in the pack. It's been like, you could probably get, I don't know, 5-6 months out of it easily, depending on how busy you are. Ooh, baby. That clay bar on those defrosters, that's the missing link. Dude, that makes it look so clean. You know, sometimes you get like that little wave. This is smooth. This looks good. Hell yeah. Cool. All right. Stop gushing. Do the quarters. Where's my knife? Brah. I said, I think. So this is it. Max Shine Magic Clay Bar. Premium quality. I don't know. That's that one specifically. We're going to be trying out some other ones to do comparisons and whatnot. Because that's the first one. Works really well. So I have to imagine there's probably a couple other ones that work well too. Light. That's what I'm looking for. We're sliding a little bit. Okay, so I'm undecided on shrinking this. Sometimes I do, but sometimes I wonder if that's making things a little tougher on these. just a theory. But 100% gonna clay bar it. Cross our fingers on this one. I don't know, because sometimes I shrink these and then I'm pressing little things out at the bottom. Like the little curl up because of the dot matrix. So we're gonna not shrink this one and it should be okay. Good, a little bit. Make sure all our gaps are filled. Spritz, find our small squeegee. They do on the doors. But I don't know. I just have a habit of shrinking a lot. I know you don't have to, but it's like one of those little things. Like this is very little. Sometimes right in here, they've got that curve which will make fingers pop up. Focus comes to mind. They're just like a little bit more curved and it can help out. But on these ones in particular, I think that would actually hurt me a little bit. I did out of habit because of the size of them. They're just like a little bigger than most. Yeah, this is looking good. Just like this without. But we won't know for sure until it's all done. We'll let it sit for a minute. Yeah, we got a little guy. There we go. Towel. Ooh. Need one of these. Okay, we're looking pretty good. Doesn't look like anything's gonna pop up on this guy. Good deal. Cool. One more. Oh, we got one little guy right here. We got one more, and then we'll be done. Got a little bubble we gotta take care of too. Just a little guy. There you go. Right there. Nope. Just a little one. It's probably tacked up a bit. There it is. I didn't have to pull seals on this car. No, and I usually don't. Cool. We had a little guy right here. It's gone now though. Yeah, I don't like pulling anything. The only thing that I'm gonna pull is like a top seal on like a handful of GM cars. That's about it. Okay. Good God. In and out of the car. It's been a minute. Getting some cardio. What do you think about Lexan from other films? Check out my factory match video, honestly. And I have a live stream. Kind of goes into more detail. I think it's a good looking film. I think it's a very good budget film. But it's not the same. is using something a little bit more expensive. It's a little harder to shrink, and the haze is really where it lets down, but it's because it's a less expensive carbon. So less expensive carbons, they need to make that carbon really, really, really small to make it invisible. And it's just like in certain lighting conditions is where you see it, so. European car seals suck. Yeah, they're definitely less friendly. I've learned to just deal with them because I had no choice. Treat like they'll book them like any other car, and you just gotta learn how to work with them. But it can be done. It'll take me usually a little bit longer on something like this. I mean, this one especially, we're just taking our sweet time on for like the stream. But it's definitely nice. It's nice to be able to kick back and spend some time on a car. Cool, all right. So no shrinking on this one. The other one looks good. We will grab the clay bar, we'll reinstall the third brake light, we'll put the seats back, we'll wipe everything down, make sure everything's touched up, take some pictures, and we will be good. Here's the clay bar. Ooh, sticking. Let's not stick to that. Ten out of 10. Good deal. We're in the home stretch now. Then we will have our first official studio GeoShield install. I was shocked to see you were live. Yeah, me too. Hasn't been by choice. It's just been slow. I mean, I had an opportunity on Friday, but that was at the glass shop. They actually had some work, but it's been a while. I was gonna do it, but I don't know. It's a lot to put the stream together. I had like half hour of technical difficulties before I even went live today. It was just really annoying. For some reason, like the cameras, one of them would not work. And then it just magically started working. I reinstalled some drivers and restarted the computer again and blah, 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 blah. But yeah, I really like doing these. These are a lot of fun. Oh, come on. Little bit right at the end. That's like the hardest spot to get to, which is why there's a little bit. Come on. We should be good. All right, cool. There we go. And boom. So let's wipe this down. Do any touch-ups that we have. And put these headrests back. And should be good to go. Cool. What was that other guy? Right here. Neat. Hell yeah, dude. Shit looks good. Hey man, I'm 19 and started tinting because of you. Oh, cool, dude. What do you think about Diablo film from Amazon? Probably stay away. It sounds like a cool name, but it's probably a white box off of Amazon. Oh no, we dropped our clay. So if you drop it on the floor, don't go wipe it on something, obviously. But you can wash these off just like any other clay bar, so that's cool. She fell out right at the end. There's other places to get film from other than Amazon. I know Amazon's like the biggest marketplace, but they're not great for film because Amazon's very price focused. So there's no, like most of the bigger companies, actually all the bigger companies aren't on Amazon because there's no margin. They already don't make a lot off of selling one roll of film. And Amazon just eats up their entire margin. And it's one of those things that like doesn't sell to the average consumer very much, just in small doses, which is why you see all the small kits and stuff on Amazon. There's a little more money in kits and stuff like that. But legit film brands, they're just not there for those reasons. They're out. All right. Is Express window film good? I haven't ever used it, but I have heard good things about them, so you should be good. Professional film? Well, why not some GeoShield? I like Geo. I also use Avery too. On this one, we installed GeoShield C2 carbon. We got to put that third brake light in, don't we? Don't want to forget that one. Just giving it some once-overs. Damn. This is why we let it sit a little bit and do a once-over. Because you always have that little bit, those little things you see after everything's installed. Good film and not too expensive. Well, that's always the challenge, isn't it? Used Express, good film and not too... Oh, okay, cool. It was good. Oh, God, I get that question so much, though. What's a great film that's super cheap, basically? And it's like, just like anything. That's a pretty loaded question. All right, so let's put this brake light in. Take some pics. Do we charge for quarter windows? Well, quarter windows are usually bundled into the full install. But yeah, on the like front quarter windows especially, yeah, I add those in. Plus, if you're doing an SUV, you just charge more because there's more windows. More windows, bigger glass. Charge more for that. Come on. Why are you sticking? So these tabs, they have to be pressed down a certain way because they can get pinched. So just make sure they're free and clear. Plus, these are also tight because they're so new. There we go. Beautiful. Yeah, we'll have before and afters. I think I took before. A handful. Cool. So I got that brake light in. Looks like everything's cool back here. There's one little piece of plastic that I gotta yank out. Put the seat back. Then we'll turn down the lights and take some cool fucking pictures. Damn. Ooh, that looks good. Yeah, this is the, make sure that's gone. All right, let's take the key out. Woo! Ooh, look at that. Hell yeah. Okay, little thing that we can press out, a little bit of air. Because of that ceramic. Nice. This little guy pressed up my corner. Oh, there we go. Cool. Ooh. He's in the chat. It's Antoine's. Hell yeah. Oh my God, that was him. God, that got me. Cool. Glad you like it, man. You'll love this in person, for sure. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Yeah, somebody just said in chat, that's why they like tinting. You get to see it in, like when you're done with it, and you just like, damn. Yeah. When you make a job that looks extra clean, that little bit of like, you know, when you got to take your time with it, when you got to make it look that much better, you change the look of the car. And it's just like, when you put out a good job, you just makes you feel good. I totally agree. Oh, it looks sick. Plenty dark. I think it's plenty dark. I can tell it's sick. I'm super appreciative. Dude, thank you too. Thank you for bringing it out. That's awesome. As you can see, this was a really fun experience. Not only for me, but also... Let's change this back. Cool. This is super cool. Not only for me, but for chat too, for the channel. Like, yeah. That's what we're trying to do here. This is really fun. When we can basically turn a regular job into more of an experience than just getting it done but showing it off. Like, yeah, it's fucking sick. Thanks, man. Quality work for sure. Dude, thank you. I really appreciate that. Okay, so we're gonna take just a couple quick pics. And yeah. Dude, feel free to making sure that cool notification. You can pick it up in probably about 10 minutes. I know you're watching, so yeah, dude. I'm just gonna, in the meantime, wrap up here on chat, on stream, and then yeah, have some pictures just for the, of course, for the page and socials and shit. And we'll be good to go. Killer. All right, let me do that really quick. So we're gonna turn these lights. This is what I like about this. We get that vibe going. Makes pictures look really cool. Although it is tough to get back far enough. I almost need a wider angle. Like I have a wide lens, but it kind of fisheyes everything a little bit too much. No, we went with carbon, GeoShield C2 all the way around, which is still a killer film. So we did upgrade. Vinyl wrapping is not something I quite want to get into yet, but I have it in mind. Somebody reached out to me saying that he did vinyl wrap and was interested if I was hiring. So we might be able to do something cool with that. But I'd learn, but it's not me 100%. I'd have somebody do it. Do the like bulk of it. I'll help out when I can. Hi guys, we're gonna, you see this? We gotta get some pictures. So we gotta get like that close. What looks ugly? White towels. White towels reflecting on a white car with yellow. That does not look good. So let's try and retake this. What about Johnson film? I don't know. I haven't messed around with Johnson ever, actually. So I couldn't tell you. Dude, I need a new floor. This floor makes everything look like hot garbo. Cause it's like, oh, it takes away. I'm trying to like, the car looks sweet. The walls look pretty good. I want to have more of a theme to this one, but yeah, just in general. Ooh, I know what I can do. This always looks pretty cool. Ooh, that's a good one. Yeah, buddy. We haven't had one of these lives in ages. RGB floor. Dude, I want to get the, oh, what is it called? Like Swiss Tracks floor. Like the modular, super bright, colorful one. Oh, it looks so cool. Not quite RGB, but it would look sweet. Yes, we are tinting in the studio. At my house, yeah. Lobster Cannon? Yeah, I remember you. Good to have you back. We're unfortunately wrapping up. So yeah, that's the whole deal. Some people say garage, some people say studio. Cam 1. Whoa. Oh, there we go. Look at that. Ooh, that's a good one. Can I screenshot this? Ooh, hang on. Okay, you guys are going to watch me do something really quick. Turn off the overlays, and then we're going to screenshot this. Snipping tool. We're going to screenshot this. Yeah, buddy.
Save as desktop. Audi 2. All right, cool. We got a good one. I like this. This looks sick. That'll be good. All right, perfect. So we got some. We'll probably take some more outside, but not in this garage anyways. This is essential. It is essential, right? Technically, under automotive repair in some cases. Although, what I really want to know is when we live stream the whole thing, is it then technically entertainment instead of automotive work? Who knows? But, all right. So, that is the end of this car. So, we're going to end the stream. But I want to give a huge shout out to anybody that super chatted. So I'm going to view who those were right now. Damn. Oh, where is it? Come on, bring it back. It's reloading it. My computer's chugging. Cool. All right. So thank you so much. Daniel Reyna with a barrage of super chats and super stickers. Zan with a 50. Is that Swedish? Thank you so much. Terry Taylor with a $2 super chat. I think I might have missed that one. If I did, I'm super sorry. But thank you so much for that. Adrian, TDR, or TRD. Oh, shit. That was the one that I missed, too. Dude, thank you so much for the super chat. I really appreciate it. Oh, he said Bakersfield's greeting. I never stop absorbing new techniques. I can share a million tips of my own, but it's all about consistency and experience. Exactly. Well said. Cool. So we just got, yep, that's everybody as far as I know. That was when we were doing the back window. Sweet. So as far as the next live stream, I'm not 100% when that's going to happen. Like, as soon as we got another appointment in the studio, we'll have it for sure. Still trying to, what am I trying to say? Still trying to round up what I can in here, and just with the virus, obviously, things have just been slow. So I pick up what I can. So we might have another mobile live stream. Hopefully we'll have another one in the studio soon. Doing what I can. We're going to be using this again as more marketing. So you could share it to your friends. That would be great. And thank you guys so much for watching, though. And as always, I will see you guys in the next one.